Oh man. So another week without our cocaine bear. How will we manage?
Fuck that guy. Play the intro, Greg.
Stole a joke from Greg in the pre-show. That's why you have to watch the Twitch.
Original sound on.
Welcome back to Win and Low. Pause one host, city had to go.
Original sound, Greg.
Why he left, we may never know. What you gonna do? Go on with the show. We are a new low. We are a new low. Greg, Scott, Kyle, and Joe. We are a new low. Greg, Scott, Kyle, and Joe. Greg, Scott, Kyle, and Joe. Greg, Scott, Kyle, and Joe. Greg, Scott, Kyle, Joe. We are at a new low, baby.
Did he say P?
I love how Scott turned into Mike Schur there when he did the original sound, Greg.
Yep. Sorry, I had to do that.
All good. Greg is in the East Coast, so that means he's probably gonna get some drinks with Joe. Drinks with Joe Orville. All right, the vodka series continues. Also, Joe's being lazy continues.
Also, Joe hasn't bought a different alcohol. So we're gonna be
actually,
vodka
I did.
until-
My Ciroc went out, and now I got Tito's vodka, American made.
Oh,
Shout out
you
to
were
Tito's.
going to try our side of Twitter. See how their vodka is.
Yeah, you guys have been raving about this for years. So I said, you know what? Let me bite the bullet. Let me get it. It's cost effective. It's pretty good.
Hate
So, we're
Squiggle
gonna
loves
go
it, so you can
This
tell how
is
white
the
it
Bay
is.
Breeze. This is the Bay Breeze. This is the one with pineapple juice.
Is that the
You
one
get
where you
2
point?
shots.
Is that the one where you point at it before you make it?
What are you talking about? You get 2 shots
You point at
of
it like
vodka. Am I pointing at it? What are you talking about?
yeah, like
I'm confused.
Babe Ruth, but it's a
Babe
Breeze.
Ruth.
Ah, damn it!
Babe Ruth.
Didn't is this the drink you made last week, Joe?
Recycle.
No, last week I made the
Sea
Sea
Breeze.
Breeze.
Yeah, you made the joke last week though when he mentioned he was going to do the Babe Breeze.
Mm.
Yeah.
Recycling jokes.
Nobody listened last week.
Oh man, that's funny.
So what's in this
All right,
one?
You could do 2 shots of vodka, 3 ounces of cranberry juice, and then 1.5 of pineapple juice. And you're gonna garnish it with a lime wheel. You love a lime wheel because it's big, it's fancy. People see it and they're like, "Ooh, somebody knows how to make a drink." So
Love a lime wheel when you wedge it on the side, the wheel.
yeah, you wedge on the side and then you throw it in the drink, squeeze it, throw it in the drink, get that acidity, and kind of really balances out, especially a sweet drink like this one. So love a good lime wheel.
Gotta love them sweet drinks.
All right, I got
All right.
everything poured here.
Are we shaking
Give it
it?
a nice
How are we
little-
making
Give it a
this?
stir.
Mixing this?
Stir.
Is it stir?
All these are stirs.
He's stirring. He's stirring.
Nice little ASMR there for the folks who like that thing. I forgot to
stirring.
get the ding.
He's stirring.
Forgot to
the
come over
drink.
with a knife.
He's stirring.
Forgot to
it
come
now.
over with a knife. So I'm gonna take a bite.
Stirring. He's
He's
stirring.
stirring. He's stirring.
Stirring.
Greg, that's not your ASMR voice. Come on. Greg, give us kisses
Stirring.
into the microphone.
And there we have it. With lime wheel intact.
Okay, stop.
Nice.
Oh,
Bay
I like
Breeze.
the wheel. You even got a
Thank you.
nice straw there.
That is a nice wheel.
Is that a
Yeah,
plastic?
that is
good.
Or is that paper?
Nope. It's
You're
a
gonna
steel
kill some
straw.
motherfucking.
You hate turtles? Oh, you love turtles.
Steel
It's steel.
straw.
You seen a steel straw stuck through a turtle's earlobe?
Ah, nice.
Right in
good.
their
Nice,
ass.
good. Nice.
Do
and
turtles
sweet.
like sounding? Oh, that was my
That's-
question for later in the show. Let me add that.
But
I got a
that in
question.
mind, I do have a question, fellas. Anybody?
I got a question.
I love a double. I got a question.
I got a question for you guys.
So I went to a concert this weekend.
Joe, we're in a
Emotional
pandemic.
Oranges.
Jesus Christ.
You're going to Vegas for
Was it a
March
virtual
Madness.
concert?
I don't want to. No, it was live and in person. Wanted to see Emotional Oranges. I don't know if you guys remember. I went and saw them
Oh, the
a couple
YouTube channel?
years back as well. And I bought merch. I bought merch last time. I bought a hoodie that I'm currently wearing this time. And I wanted to know, do you prefer to
Merch.
buy merch before the show or after the show?
Oh, before.
I was
For
say
sure.
anybody.
A lot of times, well, you go during. That's the best time to go. When
During?
the band's on, then all the people have already bought their merch. But you have to worry about it being sold out.
Exactly. So that's the problem.
But the lines are really long at the beginning, so and after.
That is also the problem.
Yeah.
There's pros and cons to both of them. Scott, what's your take on it?
Oh, well, as someone who goes to a lot of shows, a lot of them. Well, actually, the last show I went to was Eminem when he.
I was say
toured,
Eminem
like,
in 2012.
it was like 5 years ago, and I had to. The only place I could find an Eminem shirt was like J.C. Penney in San Bernardino, so I had to drive over there, and I got like one of those ugly Eminem shirts.
Oh,
It was
I wasn't
awesome.
even saying merch to go in. I'm saying from like the merch counter.
Oh, you mean you go to merch
like
counter
t-shirts,
first?
sweatshirts, and
Do you
stuff.
go first or after? Yeah, why would I go to JCPenney after to get my Eminem shirt?
No, I meant, do you buy the merch first and wear it to the show, or do you buy the merch at the show? That's what I thought the question was.
Okay.
Well, I thought you were going to say that too, but yeah.
No, I
No.
loved the show so much. I went to JCPenney to get a shirt to commemorate the show I went to.
My goodness. You're
South
ridiculous.
Shore.
Oh, man. Yeah,
We're in
no.
a
So
pandemic.
I went before.
Before the show
because
or at the venue?
before the show started at the venue, because I didn't want my size to be out, and when I got there, they were like, I said extra large, and they're like, "Ooh, we may not have anymore." I was like, "Damn!" Like, the opener hasn't even gone on yet.
Yeah, the bigger you are, the most likely they are to run out of your size. 'Cause it's like they always have a lot of large and mediums and smalls, but
the
Thankfully,
bigger
get into the X's.
they are, the bigger.
Thankfully,
you
they
are.
had one in my size, which was great. Hoodie is very soft and lovely. But the problem with getting it early is you're carrying it like the rest of the day, the whole show. You got to hold on to it. I know I'm dying right now.
Maybe you should have a
Bay
Bay Breeze.
I don't know what just happened to me.
It's
so
the Tito's.
Maybe you're
Subjecting
being,
me to something.
maybe you put an emotional orange in your drink and it's backing up.
All right. A little bit of the drink cooling me out there. But yeah, so yeah, you're then holding it the whole time. And I had made the decision. We walked into the venue and their seating, we could have just sat anywhere. There was like no place your ticket had to be. And I was like, no, we're gonna go
Oh, I
stand.
hate that.
Like, why not stand? And my girl looked at me and she was like, what? I always complain about my body aching at all times. And I was like, it's a dance R&B show. I don't want to be sitting down for this. Like, it's not about to get crazy. It's not gonna be a mosh pit. I think I'll be fine for like 2 hours, an hour and a half. So, and it was enjoyable. So
But did she have fun? Is the question.
she did. She wasn't really familiar with the band prior to, outside of me playing it every now and again. And I think she really fell in love with the music. Like hearing it live really connected with her. And they're a whole vibe. And they're just
She really loves
cool,
you.
chill, laid back. She does. It's very
She
odd.
does.
I
It is.
don't know a lot of people that do love you, Joe.
mean, I can
I
think
know
of one person that I don't.
doesn't.
Yeah, you do a podcast with them and they make disgusting videos.
I don't know if it's him, but
They don't show up for their own podcasts.
Greg, do you have any question?
Yeah, I was like, come on.
Oh, shucks. I might have a question. Do you guys,
Right, it's on the rundown.
That was my question.
Thank you.
you guys are pretty young, and I don't know if you guys ever
Thanks.
used
Scott's not young at all.
used
Joe?
computers in the 90s. You guys remember when mice had balls?
Yes.
Oh, I miss my ball mouse. Mouse.
Mice? Mouse?
Mouse.
Ball mouse.
Mises? Yeah, no, I remember that because there would be people who would take the ball out and like throw it at people and like be disruptive in school and stuff.
Well, they're like some of them had like really heavy balls.
Yeah, they're
in
like
them.
heavy.
They had to come down.
They hurt
Yeah.
if you get hit with one.
Mm-hmm.
They look like an over-boiled hard egg
Mm-hmm.
when it turns gray in the middle. If you cook it too long, that's what the
Yep.
little
The green. Yeah.
little gray. I preferred the ball that was on top. It was just you just move the ball
the
around.
Trackball.
The trackball on top, that was the best.
I never had that.
The big red trackball, that was before Joe's time.
Yeah,
It makes a lot of sense, but every time I come across one, it's like, oh shit, how do I do this? Even though it's very obvious, it's just not a natural. You're so used to the hand movement from a mouse.
I was about to say you guys aren't Mac people, if I'm correct, right?
I'm a Mac person, so you're wrong.
Yeah. Okay. So I was about to say, so how do you deal without like the top
Scroll.
wheel? Yeah, the scroll wheel. Like I love the scroll wheel, and that's another one of the reasons why I'll never go to Mac. I like a mouse.
Wasn't there like a 2-finger push thing?
You buy a mouse that has the wheel and it works on Mac.
Oh, does it? Okay, I didn't know.
You don't buy the dumb Mac
I thought
mouse.
you just have to buy the white Mac mouse because you have to be uniform. So.
Nope, I got a gaming mouse that works great. I can scroll and click, and
good on you.
It's got 8 buttons.
I got two mouses over here.
8 buttons. Little, Jesus Christ!
Little thumb thing. Yeah, made work.
The Logitech MX.
Nope, this is the Contour
MS13 by Logitech.
Scott, we said we weren't gonna bring up that model. They're paying us good money to not speak badly about them.
Rest in peace,
But
Kyle.
2 fingers in the air. But yeah, no. I did like the mouse with the heavy bottom. But I'm happy that we're
we noticed.
Hell yeah.
I'm happy that we're on to the Bluetooth mouse now because it's easier connectivity. Bluetooth mice now because of the connectivity.
No, you said it wrong. Say it again.
Scott. Because less cords and wires because there's already enough cords and wires, especially when we're doing this dang show. Got 40 things plugged in at all times.
Is it Bluetooth or is it just receiver and a transmitter?
So my one for
both.
the computer I do my potting on is Bluetooth, but the one for work is receiver and what's the name? So
Word.
Either way, less wires, better for me.
Less wires is great.
You
know who else? He does.
Use your trackball mouse and turn off this episode.
Hey guys, it's Kadit here from Australia. I have a question. What is your policy on spilling food on your clothes, continuing on with the day? Kyle, Greg, and definitely Joe look like sloppy eaters. All right, the end of my questions.
How did Scott skate on
How did I not catch the stray that I usually catch?
Because everybody thinks Scott's a fucking saint, and we all know better.
How did we
He
get
eats
strays?
like a fucking mongrel.
That's why I turn my camera off when I eat on Friday Night Zooms.
It's upsetting. I rarely spill, because I'm a very proper eater. Knife and fork, cut my chicken into pieces, all that good jazz. Sip with straws, avoid all messes because I've been wearing more lighter clothes now, so I got to be more mindful of these things.
I was about to say that was risky buying a white hoodie.
I know. It's cream actually, but it's really nice and it feels great.
That's what I tell people too.
But, should be only one person. If I were to spill, I guess he's referring to like if you're out and about. Because if I'm home,
I think if you're
I'll probably just keep
at a restaurant and you spill, and you can't really do much. Not like you have backup clothes anywhere.
Yeah,
I lean over my plate and stuff. I eat a lot of times, so less likely to spill.
Scott,
But
what
when
would
I'm
you
at
do?
home, sitting on the couch, I'll trip
Oh
all
my-
over my
you
clothes. I don't
don't.
give a shit.
You don't want to know what I do. This is wild. I just carry on with my life. Like, what? Sometimes I'll even throw on a shirt that I haven't washed that has a stain on it, and then I go out and I'm like, they don't know when that stain was there. I could have just got that 2 minutes ago. So I'm
Okay,
rolling with the
that's
stain.
crazy.
They don't know when the stain happened.
That's wicked. I hope that's not a real thing by you there.
Might have a stain on this shirt. Could be.
You're
Couldn't
just
be from a week
throwing
ago.
things on.
Yeah,
Do you
that's
have
why
a
you wear
washer?
dark stuff. You wear
I
dark
do,
stuff
but you
for
got to
no
like
reason.
turn it on and put stuff in it.
How often are you washing your clothes, Scott?
I don't go out much. I'd say week and a half to 2 weeks maybe.
We could have to. That's not terrible. I mean, as long as you're rotating.
But my
and not
sheets I
doubling
wash
up.
them every night.
How often
Definitely.
do you wear your cargo shorts?
Oh,
I mean, how
every
many
day,
times do you
Luis.
wear them before you wash them? I mean,
How long
Well, I
do you
don't-
wear them before you stop watching? Before you stop wearing them?
I only leave the house like once a week at the most, so and that's just one pair. So I can go a month without having to wash my shorts.
Have you
your show
completely
shorts,
stopped bike riding?
socializing shorts.
I have my yeah, actually, yeah. That's the only time I would do laundry more is when I was on the bike because I had to clean the shorts.
Okay. Well,
Did you wear the padded shorts?
Oh yeah, you need the pad.
Hey man, I agree 100%.
what kind of seat did you have on your bike?
A padded one as well. I go double padding.
Oh, look at you! Actually,
You don't-
secure.
You know what that thing Dr. Drew talks about where you pinch the nerve in your
Balls, your
Scrotum.
taint.
Taint.
taint? Is that the taint
I think it's the taint. Yeah.
or the chode?
The undercarriage.
Is the chode the taint or is the chode a small penis? Can we end this debate?
That's
Well, the chode
great.
is a specific style of penis. A lot of people consider chode the.
It's very eloquent, Greg. It's
People consider the
it's a specific-
chode the.
it's from the
taint.
northern region of America.
Yeah.
Style of penis found in the northern region of
That's in the southern region. It's very prominent around the Bible Belt.
yeah.
The MS-13 have a lot of them.
Proliferation
Whoa,
of big
whoa.
cars. Greg, we can't make fun of them.
No, I'm not making fun of a chode. Come on.
And Greg,
Oh, man.
Greg's one of them.
No,
So,
not even a quarter of them.
what's the
He's
subway the other
13%.
day? Ew.
Oh, did you?
So, what's the subway
Did
the
you,
other day?
Did you pay your fare?
No.
Just let him know
Uh,
you used to work for the.
Did you hop
better-
Did you hop the turnstile?
Did I tell them I used to work at Subway or Jimmy John's? Scott? Which one?
Jimmy John's?
I worked at both.
Oh,
Ooh.
I forgot. Sandwich legend,
Yeah, Sandwich All Star.
Jode Orville.
Worked at Subway
Orville.
when I was in high school. That was my high school job. Went to Subway.
Did you
Yeah,
open the
no, if you know-
doors for the travelers? Was that your job?
Went to Subway, and
Or were you headed to
Subway's-
Queens?
up to uptown, going uptown. That's the uptown train. It's not running. It's express at night, so you got to make sure you just hop on the first one you see. Me and Kyle made a mistake. We let 2 trains go by because we were indecisive.
Oh my god! I once
didn't
let
know,
a
they
train go
weren't-
by in college.
Weren't supposed.
Still regret it.
you and Jameis Winston. Oh no, he didn't let it go by.
He didn't let it go by.
He
So
was
I went to Subway,
conducting.
and they've made some alterations to their menu. Now I was confused when you see all these commercials for the Subway series thing or whatever. I didn't know what the heck that was, but apparently,
That's when the Yankees
have-
play the Mets.
man, it's a good job. I didn't know if you were gonna get that.
I got that. I got that out. Look at that.
You got that right. Good
4th
job.
and 10 host. That's what I do.
They have it's not pre-made, but it's like preordained the ingredients, the base ingredients.
We have the ingredients.
they have the preordained ingredients.
Predetermined.
Predetermined.
No,
Thank you.
ordained.
Uh, I pronounce you meatball and pepperoni. So I went and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just
I
order
find that
one of
offensive,
these.
first of all.
I'm just order one of these predetermined sandwiches. I ordered the boss.
Preordained.
The boss is a pepperoni and meatball, and the guy, and I think they've messed up with this because their staff is not used to this because people are so accustomed to just going in the subway and telling people what they want. I said this to the guy and he had me repeat it like 3 times. He kept looking over his shoulder to read on the menu like what's on the sandwich, and I was like, they've made a huge mistake.
Yeah.
Now, I was gonna say I wanted to conduct an experiment. I wanted you to this week go out to your subways and order one of the preordained
I haven't done laundry
sandwiches.
yet, Joe.
I need to go earn some money playing some instrument.
Well, I mean, just give some money to the kid selling chocolate on the subway. But yeah, I wanted you guys to go to your subways and see if they were ready for the preordained sandwiches. One of the
I
subways.
see what you're saying though, because you're always used to saying, "Yeah, I want this and this and this and this and this," and they're like, "Yeah, never had to
the dude was
know
so,
what's
he was
on
like,
something already."
Yeah. So their brain isn't adjusted to it yet. It's very odd. And I feel like it's been around. I've been seeing the commercials at least for I want to say close to a year at this point.
I think so. Charles Barkley, Steph Curry.
Yeah, Charles Barkley, Steph Curry, Tom Brady. So
Shaq.
no, he's not doing. Is he doing this? I don't think he's doing this.
I want a 4 foot long.
Sandwich was good though. They got a new mozzarella. It's like a fresher mozzarella that goes on the boss, the meatball pepperoni. Very good, very enjoyable sandwich.
I had that.
Nice.
I had that issue at Culver's when I went there because everyone said go to Culver's, get the butter burger. So I ordered the burger and they're like, "What do you want on it?" I'm like, "No, you make it. You make it how it's supposed to be good. I don't know. And they're like, what do you want on
the
it?" I'm like,
preordained butter burger.
"Yeah, get the priest
I
in
want
here."
the butter burger.
Yeah, I was like, same thing with Five Guys. You go to Five Guys, like, what do you want on it? I'm like, I don't know, what's good.
Yeah.
I don't want to make decisions here. Give me a number 2 with.
And I get nervous. Even though I know what I want on it, I always forget something. I need to do it on the app.
I was
I
gonna
have to do it
say
on the app, dude.
I'm a big
It's a lot easier.
proponent of the app, and my girl likes to order in places. I'm like, for time and convenience, I want to order on the app, walk up, grab my shit, and get the fuck out of there. I don't want to have a conversation with somebody who is gonna forget everything I said and ask me to repeat it 3 times.
That happened
I
when
agree.
we went to Vegas and we stopped at Del Taco on the way. we gave the guy our order, and he's like, "Okay," and there's like a minute went by, and he goes, "What did you order?" So he's like, multitasking and like taking our order and just completely forgot it. And we just had
Forgot to punch it in.
He's like, okay.
Somebody.
And there's just a long pause. What did you
Well,
order?
you see people when you're at the drive-through and they're giving
like a second person on the headset.
yeah, because like they're giving you your food and they're taking an order as they're giving you their food. It's
Yeah.
like they're gonna get that one wrong.
Oh, and then you like
100%.
answer their question. But like, did you want cheese on that? As
You want
they're handing
cheese
you the
on that?
bag, and you're like, you're already giving it. Oh,
You're talking to them.
they did.
I would say some places
sure.
suck with the apps though. Like the Wendy's across the street from me, I'll put in an order and be like, no mayo, get my sandwich and there's mayo. I'm like, you had 20 minutes to get this right. How did you still get this wrong?
You can't. You have to just order off the menu.
You can't just I was gonna say you have to
they
like
never
be
get it right.
there because they're never gonna get it right. It feels like. So,
Joe, you should go to Subway and order at Mike's Way.
I'll get the tuna with everything on it. Oh no, the veggie
Mike Vick.
with everything on it.
No, Mike's Way, like Jersey Mike's Way. You go to Jersey Mike's, and they have Mike's Way.
Not a big Jersey Mike's guy.
They're like, do you want it Mike's Way? So
Oh,
just
that's
go
with
to
like
Subway.
the onions.
Yeah, they
peppers.
they drench it so it's like smothered,
soggy as hell.
It's like a soggy sub. That's the problem with
I've
Jersey
been to there
Mike's.
like
Yeah.
one or twice, and I'm like, I'm not for me. Not for
I
me.
say
Clive.
I say light on the juices when I get Mike's way. 'Cause Mike loves it
Not
wet.
for me, Clive.
Mike is a big
I would say Jimmy
soiled
John's.
guy.
I think they eventually had something similar where it's like Jimmy it up, where they add like
Oh,
oil and
God.
vinegar,
No. No,
oil and
thank
vinegar,
you.
hot peppers, and like onions.
And then
or
they
something.
rub your
Jimmy that.
hair and you become president.
Yeah, it's basically what whatever comes like whatever comes with the number 9, the not the Italian BMT, that's Subway. What the fuck is that thing called? It's like with the capicola, the salami, and the ham.
Oh,
Uh,
the
Italian.
Italian nightclub.
there we go. Good job, Greg.
Italian
Thanks a lot.
nightclub.
Yeah, that's what I order. That's why I
Yeah,
know.
so whatever comes on the Italian nightclub, when you jimmy it up, that's what comes on the other sandwiches.
I get the number 13, the Microsoft 13.
I would say the 13 used to be the Veggie Club, which is actually one of the least healthiest sandwiches ever because there's so much cheese on it. It's like 8
Imagine
things of cheese.
Friday night and going to a veggie club. You know how boring that would be?
I know.
The music's too loud.
But you know that girl's going to be regular.
Yep, it's important.
Is it important, Greg?
It doesn't hurt.
There's something you want to say, Greg?
No,
I got a question,
I
Joe.
was just trying to extend the conversation.
What's your question, Scott?
Joe.
I
Joe.
veto. Shut up.
For Greg too. I forgot your guys' name. For this one's for Kyle and Joe and Greg. Do you when you have to make a number 2, and I'm not talking about the classic Italian BMT, I'm talking when you have to make a number 2 around your girl or your fiance or both, well, for both of you guys.
I was about to say, Scott trying to tell us something.
Do you let her know, or do you guys still keep your poopies private, or how does it work?
Yeah, Scott, it's very annoying because this kind of dovetails into my last topic as well.
Dovetail.
Have you ever shitted on your what? Go ahead.
No, never on.
In? Jesus, you're wild.
Jesus, Scotty. Depending on the seriousness of the situation, yeah, a heads up will be given just in case they
Like
have to
leave
use
the
bathroom
room?
afterwards.
Or turn on music and leave the room?
No, more so like if it's one of those like it's hitting the pit of my stomach and I gotta go take a shit and it's like, yeah, I gotta go take a shit. Hold on, like I can't. This is uncontrollable. But if it's just like one of those, I'm about to just sit on the toilet for a while and who knows, I won't say anything. About to just scroll
Yeah,
ESPN.
if it's gonna be a while,
scroll.
it's gonna be obvious.
Get a good scroll in, and then it's like, oop, oop, oop.
I'm gonna go post a TikTok for the podcast.
I mean, yeah, I've done that. Like, hey, I gotta go post like 4 things. Give me a second.
I don't talk about it, but it's always obvious.
Mm.
I
Do
recommend
you guys
having homes with the multiple bathrooms.
Speaking of
that's
homes,
good. I was gonna say, do you guys
MS-13.
what Scott? Do you guys do any sound canceling things when you know you're about to get in there?
Oh yeah.
Let me get in there. What do you do, Scotty? What's your tactic?
I put on music, put on the TV. Be like, oh, you want to watch Netflix? Let's turn The Office on at max volume.
1,000 dBs.
That's the problem with hotel rooms. You get the regular hotel room that's just the bed right next to
Yeah.
the shitter.
They're the worst.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
That's
And
where
then
Kyle was. Kyle gave me the one by the window, and he took the one by the bathroom when we went to New York.
Well, you probably hated it more than you did.
Did you
Yeah, I
guys
know.
shit in front of each other?
Not in front of each other.
Around.
You weren't brushing your teeth while Kyle had his morning dump.
Oh man. I was about to say, have you gotten comfortable to be in the bathroom while one is taking a dump?
No, never.
Mm-mm.
No. Okay.
At that point, I think the relationship is over.
Over?
I think it's over. Or she's the one. I don't know. It can go either way, I guess.
I was about to say, do you announce when you have to let out some gas? How are you about letting out gas around your partner?
you go take a pee, and then you
I only
just
say sorry after it accidentally happens.
Okay.
Speaking of announcements,
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I let it
I-
go and she lets it fly. We let it fly.
Greg has
It's
to go
let it
take
fly
a
policy.
shit, so we'll be right back.
I was on a plane coming to Georgia on Saturday,
We're talking to Greg's
And-
ghost.
about 2 rows up, and on the other side of the plane, this lady stands up and addresses the whole plane.
Uh-oh.
Hello, everyone.
Uh-oh.
And
she's-
I have my
right,
earbuds
she's
in
white.
listening
We've established
to-
that.
She's not white.
That's racist. Go
Highly
on.
doubt that.
I don't have my headphones. I have my headphones in, so I don't hear her. I just see her stand up, and I can hear her because I was wearing earbuds and not sound canceling stuff. And I heard "Hello, everyone," and then something like "It's good to be alive" and blah blah blah. And
Oh, God.
she decided
hate
she would
this.
witness. She would witness to the entire plane about her love of Jesus and let everybody know that we also need to love Jesus.
God.
And she strategically
That's
chose
what
a
she
time
said.
when
Oh my God.
when the flight attendants had taken everybody's order and were back preparing the orders.
Oh.
And so there were no flight attendants around to say, excuse me, you need to sit down.
Were you in first class? 'Cause I know
So-
you're first
No,
class.
it's just Southwest. There's
Okay.
no first class. This was right in the middle of the plane, right in front of the wing.
Wow.
So I was in the exit row. And so finally, the guy, one of the flight attendants who had a tray of drinks, he kind of mentioned something to her. Said, well, I'm almost done. And kind of let her finish. And then she sat down. I was like, have you guys ever experienced someone like not a flight attendant addressing everybody on the plane?
Not in that manner, but there was a flight. I can't remember if it was to Atlanta or back from Atlanta, where this lady was talking in a black accent, and you can kind of guess her race when I said she was talking in a black accent, and it was very, it was so confusing. There were many of us
Cambodian,
just
right?
looking around at each other like, what is going? And she was like singing. I don't remember if I brought it up on the show or not, but she was like doing like 2 lines to a rap song. Like she kept doing it over and over. And then like everybody around was just like, is this like for real? And then like the male she was with was like trying to calm her down. Then eventually he just like kind of threw up his hands. And it was quite a scene.
Well, this lady is from a continent where there's a South Africa on that continent.
There's a South Africa on that continent.
Yeah, so you can guess what continent it's from.
Oh, my God.
She had that accent.
She was Mexican. She's part of MS-13.
It was Cambodia. It was Cambodia.
MS-13 is not Mexican.
If
That's
someone,
the whole issue.
if I was on an airplane and someone just stood up and they started making a
I'd be
speech,
petrified.
I'm
I'd
like,
be
oh,
petrified.
they're strapped up. They got a bomb
Yeah,
strapped
like
to
this
them.
is the end. This is the
Yeah.
end.
It was,
Jesus.
but she said hello, everyone.
I looked at the person next to me, but like, let's roll. And then I'm just
The guy next to me,
running down the
he
aisle.
pulled out his earbuds. He pulled out his earbuds and listened for a second, and then just put them back in and went to watching what movie he was watching. Amsterdam, that movie with what's his name, Washington, Denzel's son,
John David.
John David Washington.
I think is Bale in that one too. Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah, yeah.
1,000 people in that
Yes.
Great movie.
movie. But
But
Scott, you never seen it.
Never heard of it.
What was I gonna say? That's bizarre. 1, 2. That's like doing that in the middle of the plane is like he gets us commercials in the middle of the fucking Super Bowl. Like, not the time. I didn't want this here. I didn't ask for this here. What are you doing to me?
oh yeah,
What commercial?
The Jesus,
The Jesus
will save
commercials.
us commercials.
yeah.
Like,
There were a
he
lot of them during the
gets
playoffs
us.
this year.
Mm.
It was wild.
So, yeah. So yeah,
Hmm.
me and my lady just fart in front of each other.
Nice.
I don't think that was, I think the topic was Jesus on an airplane.
Bringing it back to the gas. All right, it's time for the age game, folks. Folks in the chat, let us know. Pick an age
Oh,
with
wait. That was your topic? Was the gas?
Yeah.
Did I just jack your topic?
When you went with the shit, it threw me off.
Oh, sorry. I took it to
That
the
was
next
weird
level.
because I was like, I thought he was.
That's why I said dumb. My topic dovetails with it.
Mm.
That's why I asked the question.
Dump
That's
tails.
disgusting, Joe. Why is all your topics about farting and shit?
All right, throw an age in the chat and we will pick one. Did we do something else?
15.
15.
Oh, it's International Women's Day, guys.
It is
So
International
we talked
Women's
about doing a movie or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's what it was. It was supposed to be like they give us a movie and we pick a year. We picked the year it came out, I think.
Yeah, the year the movie came out. We got
Okay.
some exciting stuff happening with the age game next week when Kyle's back. That'll
Yeah.
be fun.
Okay.
exciting stuff.
Righty. So I don't know anybody who's 15.
Yeah, 15 would be hard because
28. 28 it is.
I don't even know my cousins' names that are 15, much less celebrities.
The age
So I
is
guess we're gonna go with 28.
28.
I
It's
feel like we should
international.
do 15 though, because it's more difficult.
It'll be fun. All right, we'll do both.
Okay. 15. I know this person's not 15, but I'm gonna go with Bella Ramsey. She plays Ellie in The Last of Us. She has to be young. She has to be young.
Mm.
I didn't know her name.
Bella.
You have to go with somebody's celebrity's kid that's also a celebrity. That's, the only
that's not a
thing I
bad
can
one.
think of.
28. 28. I'm gonna go with Selena Gomez for 28.
Ooh, I
Oh, we have to do
35.
women too, Greg, for
Yeah,
International
we have to
Women's
do
Day.
both women. Both women. Actually, 15.
15.
I'll be okay with the guy because it'd be weird if we all just know 15-year-old women. It'd be really odd.
You know what? I don't know anyone 15. I don't know anyone.
Yeah,
in
that's what
Hollywood,
I
let
said.
alone
Me and
15.
Greg already covered our necks with that one. I don't know. I don't know a soul who's 15. I have nephews who's 15. I don't even know who.
I don't even have any funny guesses.
I would say
15.
celebrity whose kid was a good one, but you got to know the celebrity's kids' names. That's the problem.
Is Northwest 15 yet? She's on
Ooh, that's a
TikTok.
good. You could throw that
Ooh,
one
that's
out
not
there.
bad.
I mean, you could throw that one out there. Sky has Northwest. I have Bella Ramsey. Greg is gonna go with
Bella Lugosi.
Man, I'm having a hard time with 28 as well.
Oh,
Scott. Who you
28.
gonna go with 28.
Oh,
Yeah.
28.
Scott, there's a big fight going on right now on social media between Selena Gomez and someone else.
Oh, yeah. Haley
Let's go.
Bieber.
There we go. Don't know how old
Is that
she
her name?
but I'm
Is it Haley Bieber?
Yeah, that's her name. That's her name.
I'm going
She's
Haley
older
Bieber.
than him, probably, huh?
She probably is. I don't know.
It's Haley Baldwin also.
Yes, it was Haley Baldwin. You're not doing this. You gotta wait.
That's all right.
No, you timed out.
Honestly,
Timed out. Time's over. This is good. I like
I
Ariel.
honestly can't think of.
She's
Let me
like,
see.
you're too slow, Greg. Fuck off.
Bella Ramsey's 19?
Yeah,
Jeez.
I knew she's like slightly older than the character she's playing. And Selena Gomez is 30. All right, Scott, what were your guesses?
I'm gonna go with
Northwest and Haley Bieber.
Haley Bieber. Justin's sister.
Does he have siblings? He's the only kid.
Look at that guy. You think he's
Might be
good
an only
siblings?
kid.
I
Come
can't
on.
think of it. Yes, honestly, I can't.
Greg,
think
Greg's
of it.
can't
timed
think of
out.
a
Greg's
name.
losing. You can't think of anything.
I'm losing.
All right, Greg, I'm gonna give you Blue Ivy for 15. Jay-Z and
Oh,
Beyonce's
Blue Eye.
daughter.
That's probably gonna be the winner.
That's probably the closest.
That's the
I'm
winner.
mad. I didn't think of it
Thank
until you
you.
said Northwest. I was like, son of a gun.
Because
I should've
Northwest
thought of
is
that.
9. I know she's 9. 'cause
Yeah,
she's
she's
on
like
TikTok.
10 or something.
She's
yeah.
on TikTok, and Kanye got mad because
Well, he like kind of predicted it or whatever that they'd be on TikTok, and he doesn't want them on TikTok and all that good jazz.
unless
Now
just
you gotta
say-
think of 28 on your.
I'll do Bella Porch.
Who?
Is that her name?
That kind of
She's
wine?
TikTok.
What just happened there? You got
She's a TikTok girl.
Oh my god. There's nothing
Bella
like a good.
Porch.
Yeah, she's a TikTok girl.
She was in the
So-
military. She does
So
TikTok
for
stuff.
Scott, we have Northwest and Haley Bieber. For Greg, we have Blue Ivy and Bella Porch. Who's Oh, okay. Kay Laddish is doing all this.
11, 26.
11 on Blue Ivy. Oh, wow. Blue Ivy's only at 11. Wow. I don't know why I thought I thought she was younger. And now I think
Haley
she's
Bieber is
17.
26. So we have a tie.
26.
Blue Ivy Carter.
Wait, who said-
Look at that. We even threw the last name.
Dang, I had 30, so we're all tied. We're all 2 off on the 28 and 19. I'm closest, or Scott? Nope, me and Greg are 4 apart each. So a lot of ties.
28
Ties
or
all
2
around.
off. Oh, total.
Ties all around.
Thank you for giving.
What a show.
Yeah.
What a show. I think
This
we're all
might be the
winners. That's all
final.
that matters.
final
Yeah, I think this is the
voyage.
last one.
Might be the final voyage of the age game. So
Tiebreaker, given age
Liv
for
Tyler.
Till Tyler.
Liv Taylor.
Tyler, I would
Liv
say
Taylor.
it's 40.
I was
43.
gonna say 45. 48.
No,
is he
that's what
guessing?
I
Hayes
think
He's
he's
said.
guessing. What'd you guys say?
I said 45.
43.
Greg said 43.
40.
Liv Tyler, 43, 40.
1.
Okay.
And the
God, Liv
winner
Tyler
is
Whoa!
45. Joe win. What? Wait, we have 44 here. We have
44.
conflicting.
Uh-oh. 48, 45.
Maybe she's guessing. Maybe she's
Yeah, she was
guessing.
guessing.
Oh, I think
All right.
Kendra was
Oh, no.
telling us her favorite president was 45.
All right.
Tiebreaker. So Joe wins. Somebody
It's been a long time.
keep note of that.
You guys fight in the
All right.
chat.
Time for Canute's life hack. It's a life hack. It's a life hack.
It's a life hack. A hack full of life and a life full of hack.
Life when it's
You
in
make
the
a life
hack,
and you make a hack of it and then
hack,
say
hack,
something
hack,
dumb.
hack.
Thank you.
Sometimes I guess there just aren't enough.
Hack your mind. Hack your life.
Exclusively on a new low.
Episode 44.
Here we go! Hey guys, it's Knut here from Australia, and I'm back with a brilliant life hack. This week's life hack is about cup holders in your car. Whoa! If your cup holders are filling up with crap, set a cupcake cake tin liner in the hole to catch the debris. Boom! What a solution.
Are you mental?
Simple. Pull it out, chuck it out, put a new cake tin liner in there, and you have to deal with vacuums, and people won't think you're such a slob. They'll probably think you're a slob with a clean car. Alright, the end.
Knuckles cracking? What just happened there?
No, that was an alien. I forget which one though.
Oh, from Alien. Oh, with that Predator.
Might have been Predator.
I think that's Predator, yeah.
something.
Or is it a clicker from The Last of Us?
Speaking of which,
Oh, from
good one,
Adam
Canute.
Sandler's
Thank
Click.
you.
Yeah, that's what a clicker is.
Sad you wanted universal. What did he say? Put a cupcake liner in your cup holder so you don't have to clean it?
Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking, but
That's not bad. It's pretty good.
I think it would stick to
One
the
of the
condensation.
Yeah, it
but
would stick to whatever's in there.
That's a good point. That's a
I
good
wasn't
point.
100% paying attention. 'Cause
Yeah, I went to
needed-
get ice for my
needed to
drink.
pee.
So we take a break. I actually do this with my masks now. My cup holders are lined with old masks because I
That's smart.
Oh, that's
I
not
just
bad. That's a good one.
leave. It's more of like I just throw
I
them in
think
there
you're
because
just
I'm
lazy,
lazy and it's
yeah.
trash, but it works good because it's a nice shape and then I can just throw it out.
Oh, geez.
Makes sense.
All right, let's go on to the moving pictures.
Thank you to Satan for giving me inspiration.
All righty. Well, I was stunned, shocked, and surprised to get a message from a certain someone that they seen a certain show. So I'll let him take it from there.
I watched episode 1 of The Last of Us. I had to get on this train. I was looking for something to watch. I figured, why not The Last of Us? And I don't know if I watched episode 2.
You don't think so?
I felt like I just jumped into like mid-season on The Walking Dead when they're doing their little like build the city and protect it deal. And I was like, oh, this just feels like Walking Dead that I gave up on around this
They
time.
literally left the city at the end. Scott.
Yeah, but they did that. It's like The Walking Dead. Like that's what happened. Like 19 episodes. That's when I stopped watching The Walking Dead because I was like, oh, they're just in the city and they leave. and then I jump into this show. It's the same shit. It's just the way The Walking Dead.
That's a very good joke in the chat. He's the last of us to watch The Last of Us. Greg didn't even hear that one.
They got me in the first 5 minutes because I was like, this girl. I appreciate the diversity in the casting.
Whoa, Scott. A lot of people haven't seen the show. You're gonna spoil it. Don't jump off the deep end there.
Talking about his daughter.
Does that? I don't think that spoils anything. Everyone's seen it, but if you haven't seen it, I get to be that person now. If you haven't seen it by now, there's a girl that appears, and I was like, this is not the one from the video game. It's like I like the casting's nice and diverse, but that's another girl from the video game. That's all I'll say. All right.
Who was the model for the video game? Do we know?
It was the model for the video game?
Or is it just a generic person?
It was Hailey Bieber.
Like, did somebody, sometimes they
base it
on somebody?
No, I don't think so.
I think it was generic.
Yeah, I think it was kind of just random people.
Also, I never played the game because I have an Xbox.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, did you play the game? Because you mentioned that. Okay. So how did you know about it? You watched the playthrough at one point or something? Or you just going off?
I mean, I've seen the cover.
Oh, I saw Kyle play
and
it.
I did the cover art for the show last week.
One. Oh, true. You did do the cover art to the show last week. Oh,
I've seen the cover art. I've seen the cover art plenty that I know. I was like, oh. And then I was like looking at her. I was like, I mean, I guess they don't have to cast it exactly what they look like.
Good. Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah, I mean, it's an enjoyable show. It's about more than, the zombie apocalypse. The show's ending its first season here shortly. And I've been
I haven't watched the most recent, but I've enjoyed it.
Oh, man. It's been enjoyable the whole way through.
Wild. When Negan comes in, ooh.
Who?
Negan?
I don't know that.
That's a Walking Dead reference.
Oh, okay, I don't know.
Jeffrey.
Never seen Walking Dead, Joe?
Never watched
What's his name?
Dead.
Jeffrey something. He was the father on Supernatural.
Zombie person?
You remember the father on Supernatural, Joe?
Yeah,
he plays Negan on Walking Dead.
Oh, nice.
Jeffrey, what is it, Scott?
Epstein.
Scott, it's not his name.
Bum, bum, bum.
Negan didn't kill himself.
All right. Scott, thank you for your review of the show. I implore you to watch episode 2. Episode 2 kind of ratchets it up a little bit.
3's the one I gotta watch, right? I really
the gay
gotta
one.
watch.
3's the one you gotta get
Greg?
to, yes. But it's fine to say it. It's the episode. But 2 will definitely carry you a little further, I think, to get to 3. But yeah, so Greg, I received, after leaving my concert, I received 2 text messages from people asking me, was I watching the Chris Rock special? I completely forgot about the Chris Rock special because I had a concert to go to that I kind of completely forgot about because the tickets were purchased for Christmas, on Christmas for now. And I was like, wait a second.
And he had dinner plans he's supposed to go to, but he forgot he made them. So he had to go to a concert, and then he forgot about Chris Rock.
So I turned it on, and I saw the last, 20 or so minutes, and then I went back and watched the whole thing. But Greg, as somebody who watched it all the way through the first time, give me your thoughts, because I've been hearing a lot of people's opinions on it, and I'd like to see
it's wild. So it was a great night. Set out on our patio, fire going. They had a pre-show and a post-show. I watched a lot of the pre-show. That one was unnecessary because they were at the Comedy Store, and the show was gonna be live from Baltimore.
Yeah, I thought that was just odd.
They were on the West Coast, so the pre-show was taking place in almost mid-afternoon, freaking in California, which I thought was odd. But so he comes out and it just gets going, and he does stand up, dude. He's just doing his thing. Everybody, I think, anticipated that it would be just full on about the Will Smith slap, and didn't mention it. He would make kind of references to that sort of thing throughout for the first 45 minutes. And it was funny. I would say the first 20 minutes, freaking hilarious. Just great stand up. And then he got into some weird stuff that, I don't know, that was not super amusing, but it was clever. And then when he hits the last 15 minutes and then starts what everybody came there to see, that was hilarious too. And I felt it. I enjoyed it. I've heard people say things about it since, and I was like, well, most of the people that I've heard talk about it on the Dan Le Batard people, none of them watched it. And
Yeah,
it
it's
pissed me
true.
off
Except
so
Mike.
much.
Mike's the only one
Mike
that saw
said
it.
he watched half of it, and
He said he watched the first 30
once,
minutes and didn't laugh once. I've seen
which is
many.
bullshit.
I think it's. I was talking to my brother about it. So I watched the last 20 minutes. I laughed a lot, a good bit in that, and then I watched it from the top. And like you, I found some parts that were funny. I found some parts that were clever. I found some parts that are in the vein of Dave Chappelle, rich person yelling at the world, like detached. There's some of that,
Yeah.
which is understandable. But for the most part, I laughed a good bit of it. And I like the last.
Well, the same thing happens in every long, like hour-long.
Yeah, like there's
gonna
be some lulls.
If I'm in the room, it's funny. I can listen to an hour. It's funny throughout because you have the energy of the room. But watching it on TV, it starts strong. They always start strong because they know they have to. But it always a lull, and then they finish strong.
Yeah,
and that's what this was.
I think there is a bit of groupthink going on, and a rejection of anyone who questions woke culture. Because like I seen somebody tweet, I'm 3 minutes in and he just said something about woke culture. I don't know if I'm gonna stick around. I'm like, dog, like I think we've lost the ability to laugh at ourselves. Like I talked to my brother and I was like, man, one of my favorite comics is Jim Jeffries. His like when I saw his first 3 specials, I was still like fairly religious. And he takes the piss out of religion the entire time. And I still found it funny.
It was unbelievable.
And I still found it funny because I can see the hypocrisies. I can see the flaws. Like I understand the wokeism isn't 100% accurate and right at all times. Like we have to be able to laugh at ourselves. And I think people took offense because it feels like he was attacking them and they immediately rejected it and revolted against it.
Yeah.
So
there were multiple, you could see a lot of people were like, well, he should just, why is he still worried about what happened at the Oscars? I was like, well, first of all, he hadn't spoken about it publicly until this. So this is what people were waiting for.
That being a criticism, I thought was insane because that's what we're all here for. Like people say, I heard somebody say on another podcast, they're like, for him to wait a year to talk about it that's for lack of a better term, to use his own terminology, that's bitch ass behavior or whatever.
I saw a lot of that.
I was like,
a lot of that.
I was like, that's what comics do. They take a year to craft material and then they take it to and then they record it for public consumption.
And then
what are you talking about? You just want the medium to change?
Yeah, he
knew a lot
of
issues about race. Like
he knew he had a gold mine.
I saw a lot of people
when the slap happened. He's like, I'm not going to talk about it because I know I can wait a year, make a special, and it's going to be my highest rated special in 5 years because people are here for that. So that was just marketing.
I kept seeing things because I was curious what people thought about it. So got on Twitter over the next couple of days and multiple people mentioned, oh, he's doing this in front of a mostly white crowd in Baltimore. I was like,
that crowd is not mostly white.
That crowd was, I mean, the people watching on Netflix might be mostly white.
White people in that crowd. That crowd was primarily black.
But a lot of people made reference to that. It was mostly for a white crowd, which it might be over Netflix.
Well, I think people were saying like, oh, his final joke is what his final joke is, but he's doing the same thing, speaking about it publicly, and this is for white consumption as well because of Netflix and all that. And I was like, but I don't have an issue because he slapped me. My whole thing at the end of the day was he slapped me. Now I get to do what I get to do and metaphorically slap back. This is how I slap back. So if you want to shame me and if you're going to make a public spectacle out of me. Fuck this. Okay, fuck it. Let's make a public spectacle out of you now. Now
But his jokes were funny too.
I
About
would say
it,
his jokes were funny, but if I have two criticisms of the last part of it where he talks about Will Smith, one, it seemed like he's still affected by it because a lot of it was just passion. It felt at certain points like he kind of lost kind of the crafting of it in moments, and that's what leads to like one of the major
he flubbed a
slip-ups.
couple lines.
Yeah,
too.
I would say that leads to one of the major slip-ups. And then two, I wish he didn't do a live airing of it. I wish it was taped and edited and put out that way because I just felt like because the live factor eventually got in his head and he was kind of amped up all show to a degree.
One thing that bugged me, like talking about Levitard, was Stugat saying he was nervous throughout. I was like, you didn't watch it, A.
You didn't even watch it.
And he wasn't nervous at all.
No,
he might have
I
been towards the end.
I think he had a heightened energy about himself.
Yeah. I mean, he came out. Have you seen any of his specials? He was the same Chris Rock. I enjoyed it. I thought, like I said, I thought it
was fine. I didn't think it was the best.
I thought that was
the Meghan Markle stuff was great. I thought that stuff was great. The only thing, my biggest joke I hated was fucking the rich black guy's obsession with Elon Musk. I was like, God damn, I gotta hear another one of these motherfuckers talk about Elon Musk and how
you're usually the one
talking
talking about it, so that's.
I'm like, Jesus. Well, I'm shitting on him. They're fucking
That's
praising him and lauding him. And I'm like, Jesus, fucking A.
But
so, yeah.
he wasn't gonna win either way. I thought he did what he set out to do, and it was successful. It was successful for Netflix.
You know who else didn't win?
Successful for him.
Yeah. Who's that?
Creed.
The Eagles in the Super Bowl.
It's not true. Wow, Greg, just gonna cut it deep there. Huh?
I thought he was transitioning to 4th and 10.
No. So
is that a spoiler alert?
No, that I don't know what Scott Scott didn't see the movie.
Well, now it's a spoiler alert because you said it wasn't.
I was gonna say you don't know. I'm gonna be very ambiguous about it. But saw Creed 3 over the weekend. This is
Creed 3. What up? That's a horror movie and boxing all in one.
Mix up. Hell yeah, I would see that.
It's the biggest grossing sports film ever released worldwide. I almost called my shot. I almost breezed it because I was on the phone with my brother and I was like, I think this is gonna make 60 mil first week, and it was 58.6 or something. I was fucking close shit. But I think this movie was very good. I enjoyed it a whole lot more. I don't want to say more than I thought I would because I thought it'd be an enjoyable film. But I had my precautions with Michael B. Jordan directing himself, and I was like, okay, what would that look like, and will that be good? But acted amazingly. One of the best acted films I think you'll probably see this year. The boxing is very fun. The story is great. I think as far as the Creed series, this goes right behind the first one that came out. I think 2 is the lesser of the 3. 2 is still good, but I think this one jumps over that one. And the first one to me is the high water mark. I don't know if it can be topped going forward because it's hard to top an origin story. But then when you have Ryan Coogler doing your origin story, I think he's one of the best directors working right now.
Have you seen Wolverine, Joe?
Origins?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's all I'll say right now. It's enjoyable. Go see it. My movie going experience was very interesting. I went and saw it at 7
got
o'clock.
up and was like, "Do you guys love Jesus?"
No, somebody farted in the theater though.
Oh my! Girlfriend was there?
Might have been your girlfriend.
No, it wasn't my girlfriend.
Greg, that's a dumb joke. Why would you say
that? They were like a group of 5 kids that were behind us, and they kept bumping into our seats because they kept getting up, and then they would like walk down to the front of the screen and sit in those chairs, and then get up and then walk back. They were like playing games with each other and shit.
Were they
Zoomers? One of them farted at some. They were definitely high schoolers.
Oh yeah. It's the TikTok generation. They don't have the attention span for a movie.
I would say they were talking. sporadically throughout. It was never consistent enough for me because I was lowering my voice, waiting for the moment where I could say, "Hey, cut it out."
Cut it out.
But it wasn't consistent enough for me to actually get it off in time.
Whoa, what were you doing?
But
like 4th and 10.
All right,
but
Pee Wee Herman.
One of the best parts of being in a black theater watching this movie was there was a moment of euphoria. Well, not euphoria. There was a big moment and applause broke out, all who's and all, like big reactions, baby.
Oh, people. Don't stop.
Scott, don't.
No one yelled "why" at any point.
Oh man! But all right, let's move on.
Do we
to the
have 4th and 10?
disappointments. We don't
No,
have
4th and 10.
Scott's giving up on.
We're
4th and 10.
running late here. I have to cut it each week. We keep running over our hour mark.
To the disappointments.
Nope.
I got something to say.
That's not the right one.
That's not the right one at all.
That's not the right one. Kate Lattice. I'm not a fan of it in the movie theater usually, but the moment called for a release of Texas.
Reality is often disappointing.
I clapped in my
Kyle's-
virtual movie theater watching Top Gun.
Kyle said you did say that. Kyle, I talked to Kyle yesterday. He also saw Creed 3, and he said applause also broke out in his theater when during a moment as well. So
Was that opening weekend? Did you say it opening night?
yes, I
Opening
saw it.
weekend?
I saw it opening night. Well, I guess Thursday it
Yeah.
actually opened. I thought Friday night.
I think when you see something the next weekend, it doesn't have the same.
I actually want to
Crowd
watch
effect.
it again. I want to watch it again this week, so probably tomorrow, midday tomorrow. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
when you
check
see
out
it-
again.
When you see it opening weekend, people are committed to loving it, so they love it more.
I don't think so. I think
4
think
weeks
it's a
in,
really
someone
well
just
done
happens to be in the theater, and they're not
movie. I
clapping.
think it's a really well done movie. Yeah, I don't think people are gonna be clapping again, but anyways, my knees. I hate that my knees are fucked up. I
What about your nephews?
decided to go to the courts. We had a couple good days this week. I went to the courts 3 times.
no, the
I went
weather's
What time was your
Saturday.
hearing?
I went Saturday, I went Sunday, and I went yesterday. Just trying to get back out and active and in shape. And man, my knees I can't jump the way I used to anymore. I got to cut some LBs, and I'm hoping that kind of clears up most of the issue. But
We need to do another challenge, Scott.
there's some tweaking there.
Let's do
There's
it.
some tweakage in there. So just disappointed. Really, my one knee is my right knee. My left knee is fine. My right knee is holding on for dear life. It feels like at some points, but I was able to play a couple games and
That's
do okay. So yeah. Defensively, I'm lacking though. I'm lacking defensively. It's really killing me.
Oh, we're too old for
Gotta
defense.
play defense, Joe. Gotta play defense.
I know. I got down and dirty though. Made dough for a loose ball in one of those
Throw an
games.
elbow?
Still got the fight in me. But takes a longer time to get up after diving on the ground. That's the problem.
It's rough being 23, Joe.
29 on the
Oh,
cusp
shit.
of
God,
30.
you're over the hill.
We've been doing this show for a long time, Scott.
You better hurry up and
Made
get
quite
married,
some.
Joe. What's taking so long?
God, what's taking you so long?
What are you talking about? I'm
Hey
30.
now.
You're an all-star.
I'm a man. I'm 30.
All right. On to the low life, low life.
I got something to say.
Was
Did
that a
you edit
different
that?
one, or did I just hear? I was about to say, I heard extra voices in there.
I don't know.
Did you edit
How
these
this
sounds?
is-
I don't know what you're
this
doing there.
soundbox.
Where are we
There were
at?
definitely extra voices in there.
Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40. I'm
At the
not,
Jen
I'm not
Carey.
a kid.
On IG, Florida.
DTR.
DTR on the
Discord.
Discord
No, just do every other word. Disappointment.
of
The
week
bad.
people.
Yumio on the Discord. Disappointed that the last of Ud.
Feud.
He's doing a bit now, right?
He's doing a bit, right? Like, how did he mess that up? How did he get apostrophe in there? The last of Ud or Yud, depending on how you go about your English speaking, season finale is upon us. So he knows how to spell us, obviously.
Eyebrow Canute on the Discord. Disappointment. Someone stole my scooter, moped, after pushing it a kilometer or so. Wait. And trashed it after pushing it a kilometer. I have a small screen, so I hadn't scroll over.
Someone stole his moped and trashed it. Yeah, I didn't think they had crime over there.
I thought they were crime free.
Yeah, what is this, America?
Didn't know they were having a crime spree.
Right, settle
Thank
down.
you. I needed that one. All right, on to the encouragements.
Disgusting.
Do not have that one.
Ooh.
Things that make us
love you guys.
Stories that make us feel happy.
Somebody just call in. What just happened?
Right. I was so odd. I don't know what happened. I had a great weekend. Me and the lady had a great weekend. Saw Creed on Friday. Saturday went to the concert. Watched the Chris Rock thing.
You just in concert?
Sunday. No, after the concert. Sunday, woke up, went to the courts. Then
did you ever hear?
You couldn't even commit to it. And then we went back to the movie theater to see Demon Slayer, which is an anime. So
oh my god!
Basically, the last two episodes of the last season, the first two episodes of the new season. It was pretty awesome and epic. Saw it sub too, staying true to form. And then watched The Sound of Music that night. Thought we were gonna fall asleep because it was 7:00, and we had went to the courts and to the movies already. And then I had to watch Sound of Music. But the movie was so good that we ended up staying up the entire time, all 3 hours effectively.
I'm falling asleep listening to it.
So yeah, it was pretty good weekend. No complaints from your boy.
What'd you eat?
Yeah,
the whole weekend?
Yeah. After the courts, what'd you have for dinner?
After the courts, we came home before going to the movies and we made breakfast. Because we woke up and went straight to the courts, then came back home, made breakfast, then went to the movies, then came back. What do we have after that? Went to Taco Mac and got a burger, some fries, and some mac and cheese. And then
I always get a burger at Taco Mac.
Well, it's funny. The tacos at Taco Mac sucks. Yeah,
I was saying,
what?
Kind of a wing
the
place,
tacos are bad, but their wings are good.
Yeah.
Because I went to Taco Mac on Saturday and had wings.
Ooh. Are you gonna be in town for March Madness, Greg?
No, I'm leaving next week. But...
I was about to say, man, I gotta get some March Madness at Taco Mac. But I'm doing this thing now where I'm trying to push all my sweets to Sundays, called Sunday Sweets. Neil Brennan had made a reference to it, and I was like, you know what? That's a good way to control it. Just limit it to one day. And we had milkshakes on Sunday night.
Oh,
during The Sound of Music.
Were there boys?
Yeah, the weather's
in your
been
yard?
amazing. Then, so excited.
Scotty.
The last few times I've come here to Georgia, it's been rainy and weird. Not even cold, not hot, just rainy. But it's been a wonderful few days weather-wise. We've every night we've been out on the patio with a fire watching TV.
Yeah, we've had some good days. I think
what milkshake,
around
Joe?
The corner, but chocolate. She made me get chocolate.
Ugh. Oh, I don't trust someone who orders chocolate.
I'm not a big chocolate. She loves chocolate. I'm not a big chocolate guy.
Apparently.
But the encouragement I was going to mention, one of
you just ran out of energy to say my name now. It's like Scott.
One of the podcasters on our network, Joe's co-host on Cheers to the Press Box, has a new podcast with Matt Fulcheron and Daniel Torado called The Power of How. And
guy from Fast and Furious.
And
yeah,
it's a good podcast. It's
a good show.
Positive. It's a positive show. There.
I think I have a clip from it.
Storytelling show, kind of. But
let me load it up here. That's pretty good.
Pretty good. Very positive.
Close.
I love the fact that they have the segment "Was I a Dick?" and it always. And they even joke about it now. Like the consensus, no, you weren't a dick. No.
Especially Daniel. Like Daniels are always like, "Oh, I was such a dick," and then he always ends up being.
And then I
the
apologize
saint.
so much.
I know, it's hilarious. I mean,
apologize profusely to the point where the
Brennan's
person
been
was so mad.
the one that's been the closest to being a dick, but
Yeah, borderline dickish.
Yeah, you are. You
I,
eat.
I was confused though in the episode where I was featured on, where I was referenced. I was like, wait, am I gonna be the dick? Like, I'm confused. How are you the dick? And I forgot his response to the text was, well, I post videos like
I
this and
know,
they get
that was
thousands of
dickish.
views. I was like, oh. When I read that text initially, I was like, oh, he's hurt. Oh man. I was like,
yeah, I still don't know that he realized it was you were not.
oh,
I
we
mean,
talked
you were
about it.
trying to be
immediately.
funny a little bit.
We
But
talked about it immediately.
I
We
don't
talked
think
about it when
so.
I got to New York.
That's just typical Joe behavior.
Yeah, obviously. I'm just a big meanie.
big meanie.
Low life
Disgusting.
highlights. Can I get
Wait.
Ha.
Did Greg do POH yet?
Power
Oh,
of
Power.
Power of Hal. I didn't say the name. I didn't say the name of it. Power of Hal with Brennan Tassif.
We'll cut that part out.
Matt
Let's not say the name of
Fulcheron.
it.
Matt Fulcheron and Daniel Torado. Check it out. It's on YouTube.
That's the guy from
Everywhere.
Fast and the Furious.
Yeah,
It is.
it is.
Yumio on
Yumio.
the Discord. Encouraged. Scott.
To be.
Wait, what? There's 2 words.
Let's all do it.
Ariel.
Seeing. That
Demon.
Demon
Nope.
Slayer.
Tonight. Nope. Demon Slayer tonight as part of self-care.
If Scott would come to rehearsal, we'd get
I
this
know.
right.
Jesus Christ.
My
He
son of a
always
bitch.
comes in late.
I'm working late.
Off a bender.
We did a run through earlier.
A highbrow canoe on Discord. Encouraged. Luca had his 2nd birthday. Amazing. Wow, he's so. I didn't know Luka Doncic was so young. Didn't know Luka Doncic.
Did you know he plays the video game?
He lives on the 2nd floor.
What's the,
Smo on the
Forget that.
Discord encouraged that I have a new show to binge. Lost. Yeah, new show, Lost. Also encouraged by all the different flavored seltzers I've been drinking since taking an alcohol break.
I've been hearing
Wait.
more and more people taking alcohol break. I love alcohol.
Wait,
Well-
is that alcohol
Wait,
seltzers?
Yeah, is
Yeah, I
she
was
done
about
with
to
the
say
break and now
non-alcoholic
drinking?
seltzers.
Like hard liquor break? Is she doing seltzers or Smo?
I think she's
Huh.
just drinking regular seltzers.
I think of regular
Smo.
seltzers. Have to be regular seltzers.
Seltzers.
Regular seltzers.
Yeah, she's
All right,
at
what
an
do we learn
AA
today,
meeting
folks?
right now, but she'll
Bag.
let us know.
Vague. Vegas. Bagele.
Begging. What did we learn today, fellas?
What did we
Learned
learn?
that Joe's comfortable farting in front of his lady.
That's true. That is true. I would say, man, like a week or 2 ago, I had a mean streak of just laying it while we were in bed. It was insane. Like it was.
Oh my! You
smelling.
can't do it in bed. That is next level.
Look, I turn and make sure the ass is outside the covers when I let it rip. But they were funky, man. They were funky.
Joe.
Look, I couldn't hold it.
She's not in chat, Joe. I'm concerned.
Look, she. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
She thought Liv Tyler. I think you ruined. She thought Liv Tyler was 44. I'm like, God, your farts are getting to her head.
Yeah, you thought it was 43. She was 43.
I know.
What was I doing? I learned
Shut
that
up. Stream
there are
elements.
some. I learned that South Africa is in Africa.
Comment.
Do everyone a favor. Get rid of Scott. Just let him.
5 hoes is always too
Just let
many.
him do the website.
And Greg, what did you learn?
I already
Greg,
said
what'd you
mine.
learn?
Oh, I thought Scott was the one that said that. My bad.
I learned that Greg accepted Jesus into his life.
Easy.
Back into his life.
Carried on Jesus. He
checked
Carry
Jesus.
on, my wayward son.
checked
Jesus.
checked his bag.
He
checked
boarded-
his
he
sins.
boarded with Jesus.
He checked his sins in with Jesus Airways.
Carry on my wayward son.
He wasn't flying Southwest. He's flying Kanye West.
Yeah.
Because Jesus
cry no
Flies.
more.
Famous Kanye song. Greg, where can they delete this episode?
Everything you'll need to know and see and have is at anulo.co on everywhere you get internet.
Oh man, I
Anulo
forgot
Pod.
the most. Sorry. I have to cut this off. I forgot the most important thing that happened to me this weekend.
What's
well, not the most
that?
important thing. That would be kind of condescending to something. But one of the big things that happened this weekend was I got internet.
Hey.
Officially had internet. T-Mobile
now people
internet.
can use yours.
Oh, good. It's good, Scott.
I've seen so many commercials for it.
Is it like
it's good?
Is it like 5G like T-Mobile, or is it like wired by T-Mobile?
It's 5G like T-Mobile, but it's working excellently. Like,
what's your up and down?
My up is just under 100, and my down is just under 100. And my up is like around 50, 60.
I mean, it's fine.
It's better than what it was when I was on Xfinity hotspot, my guy.
It's true.
It's better than 12 and 2.
That's how you drive 12 and 2.
Oh yeah.
Wait, that's weird. That's actually how I drive, though.
You're a two-hand driver. Oh, breaking news.
But thank you, everybody, for listening to another episode of Anulo. Anulo
podcast.
You've been listening. We appreciate you. Don't go breaking my heart.
Don't go breaking my heart.
I don't know what this drop's going to be, so let's just see.
Hey, you ever been disappointed? Well, listen to a new low. 5 motherfuckers give their opinions on the news, bro. 4 white, 1 black, well, 1 Persian. I promise he'll tell you about that. He like fishing and shit. Every week his stories be misses and bricks. San Francisco's very young. Pipe down for his eye is my favorite drop, but he makes sure the podcast go wild.
It's El Greg is a producer.
No, cut that off.
Here's how you lie next to someone that you have just had sex with when you're going to sleep and you let out a fart and they can't hear it. This is how you do it.
Joe, tell us how you do it.
Come at me, bro.
Saying room.
Can't hear shit.
Probably.
Is the show over yet?
Rune was in the Rune was at the LeBron breaking Kareem's record game.
I saw that.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's a big baller up.
Big sports guy, huh?
Big basketball guy.
Okay, interesting. I'm ready whenever
Did we end?
I think so.
Is the show over?